What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rawstocks. This is Rustic. Today we're going to be taking a look at Tesla's chart. We're going to look at where price came from, where price ended today, and where price is likely to head tomorrow and into the rest of the week. If we get time, we're going to take a look at QQQ, SPY, and Nvidia, so make sure you watch the entire video all the way through if you're interested in any of those three tickers. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. We got the Rawstocks official website up and launched, rawstocksllc.com. Check it out. Information about the Discord, how to join as a free member, how to join as a premium member, what all you get if you join as a premium member at the different levels. We got monthly, annual, and we have a newly launched lifetime membership as well. It comes with a lot of additional value. So check out that website. Links in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump into the chart. Up, we got the daily chart of Tesla. You can see 2 days now below the moving average. We still have that ascending support level, that descending resistance level. Below the descending resistance level, we got the 100 period EMA also descending. We had price try to make a move up today, right? We have our open, we have our close. We got a doji candle. We tried to make a move up today above those moving averages. Ultimately, the entire market basically got a rug pull near the end of the day, which was unfortunate. It was a little bit of a difficult trading day today as some swings we were in yesterday got near break even. We're looking to close those and reposition. And then right before the close, got slapped back down, and not just by a little bit. Tesla got destroyed into the close. So that's how you see that doji candle today. Again, we ran a test, didn't quite get down to it, but ran a test of that support level. And you can see we just continue to coil in this area. You know, the 175 to 180 is a good consolidation range to be trading right now. When we pop down to the 175 level, you can go long. When we pop up to the 180 level, I'd be looking to close those longs, be looking to potentially take some kind of a short position until we break out, right? It's been a really solid trade back and forth over the last 2 weeks, right? Even going on 3 weeks since we started that consolidation May 14th. You know, if you would have bought every time we were below 175, right? That's here. You can see all these daily candles. We didn't really get too much below. There was a Thursday, May 16th that we dropped back down, but we ended up popping up and closing, positive on the day. Every time you're buying 175, you're getting some kind of push back up. Every time you're selling 180, well, let's look for 180. It's right about here, right? There was one day that we closed well above it, but that was a Tuesday. Within 2 days, we were well below it, right? Same thing up here, 180 level, right? We get dumped on. Back up here, 180 level, we get dumped on. Up here, 180 level, dumped on, right? We didn't even get up to 180 today, but you can see that's a good range to trade. When we're in consolidation, you look for the support, you look for the resistance, you trade the support, go long, you sell the resistance, and then you can even turn around and go short the resistance and sell back at the support. So lots of opportunities, even when it chops. I know a lot of people talk trash about, stocks that don't move, but as long as there's nice price movement, regardless of whether price stays up or stays down or rallies hard or drops hard, there's still trades available if you're trading options, right? Even within a $10 chop range, options will pay out. Even a $5 range, options will pay out just fine if you're a day trader, a scalper, you swing a day or two, and this is evidence here on the Tesla chart that every single day here or every couple of days, you could have, pulled nice profits by just trading that range specifically. And we've been doing a little bit of that. Also on the Rawstocks Discord, we've been swinging some long-term positions that every time we make kind of a nice run up, we start to trim some. And then sometimes when we fall back down, we start to, build that position back up. And we continue to just kind of, as more time ticks off the clock, we continue to kind of add some longer, further dated positions. So we started off with June, July, August, ended up closing the June in a nice profit. We're in July, August, September, ended up closing the July positions for a profit. Then when we drop back down, reopen some July positions as well. So again, if we get even a further drop, we'll be looking to potentially take October positions. So just continue to load up, as I do think we're coiling for a move higher, but that doesn't mean that we might not see some manipulation somewhere within this week or so, right? Even if we continue to kind of chop this, you know, as we approach one of these, whether it's the, you know, resistance or support level, let's just do the hypothetical on a support level, right? We might break below that support. We could run all the way as low as 168, right? And still maintain that low as the low. And let's just say we drop down, right? And then we might see a very quick within the same day or the next day, see that pop back up, right? To trap the bears, see it pop back up and end up breaking up and out, right? So that's hypothetical, like, you know, consolidation, manipulation, distribution, if it was going to be a bull case scenario, right? Alternatively, we could see that chop continue and see a false breakout, right, above there and then back below and then potentially even lower than 168, right? So that would be, again, consolidation, manipulation, distribution, but the distribution occurring to the downside. And if that was to happen, we'd be looking to clear 167, right? And then potentially down to 158. There's a large fair value gap here, 154, right? But don't get too excited about that because it hasn't happened yet. And if we push up, we're pushing above the 100 period at that time when we start to break out. And the breakout would look for us to push back up to the 200 period moving average on the daily chart, which is going to bring us around that 200 level, right? So either way, we're building energy for what is potentially going to be a massive move to the upside or to the downside. Let's go ahead and jump into the 4-hour chart. Just want to look at kind of some of the higher time frame charts today. We're not going to really dig into the low time frame. Again, really clear evidence of this, you know, this consolidation zone here that we've been in, right? Just continue. Every time we pop up, we drop back down. But what you notice is we're not really dropping down, right? We're continuing to maintain that like 173 to 175 as our bottom, which as we see this support level come up, we're going to potentially intersect it, right? And that's where the fake drop might come as we intersect that and then rally up for a nice kind of squeeze to break that resistance level. So definitely be watching for the fake out to occur before we get the real move. If we look at the 1-hour chart, we're below the moving averages. There you see, you know, that rally up. That was just really nice, you know, kind of brought us back above the daily high that was established during pre-market, right? We took the liquidity, and then we got rug pulled, right? The rug pull dropped us below the previous 1-hour candle, and then into the after hours, we didn't do much damage. So we do have the 20 period on the 1-hour coming down. You can see this order block, right? This 1-hour order block. You can see how many times we keep returning to it. So it was set. We returned once, twice, 3 times, blew out of it, returned 4, right? 5, 6, 7, okay, 8, and now 9 times we've returned to that order block. So it's a very strong support level. You can see, again, that order block comes in at 174.29 all the way down to 171.48, but we've had that resistance, that support level that's been ascending, and we also have a previous low level over here at 173.17 or so that has acted, right, as a nice support. So until we break down below all of these kind of equal lows, I wouldn't expect anything significant, that we just continue to ride this support level up, dip into this order block, right? And then we could again see that manipulation to run, you know, all the liquidity that just rests below these lows, right? And then see us pop up from there. That's all the time frames I'm going to look at on Tesla. You know, it's not too much, even though there's a lot of trade opportunities within that chop. There's not too much exciting going on as far as, again, we just keep going back and forth. Every time we run up, we get slapped back down. Every time we get slapped back down, we run back up. Moves are getting more extreme, more violent as we know a big move is coming. Okay, so next we're going to look at QQQ. We're just going to look at kind of some of the higher time frames on QQQ. Let's take a look here. I'm going to get rid of that fib level. I'm going to just clear the chart entirely. And let's just take a look. So on QQQ, we had that corrective move. We had that move up. We set the new all-time high. Then we drop back down to test the 50 period, okay? Anytime we run a test on the 50 like that, especially if we pop back up, you know, it's a pretty good look for continuation of bull case scenario, right? So we ran that test, we popped back up, we closed above the 20 period on the daily, and then, you know, we've kind of maintained this, you know, small consolidation within the last 2 days. They're both green candles, just meaning that, you know, we opened and traded above the previous day's close, right? But you can see they're basically fairly equal bodies. You know, we had a longer wick down, we had the next one. Either way, we're still closing above the 20 period, right? So as long as this 20 period continues to ascend higher, then that 20 period can continue to run us a little bit higher. You can see on the RSI, we never actually fully topped out to an overbought before we got that, you know, 3-day dump. Okay, so we could get back above the moving average on the daily on the RSI, and then we could see that kind of come to a full oversold reading as we potentially, you know, push back up, run the stops out on this breakdown candle, and then possibly at that point in time, we see price move back down. Okay, now if this was to just fall apart, something that we could see is that we could see, you know, this move, right? And then if we get back below the 20 period, right, then we got to run a test of the 50 again, which is ascending, so that'd be lower than the previous low. But if we could get below that, there's a potential we could run a test on the ascending 100 period. That would bring us all the way down to like 133, 135, something like that. So we can be watching for that, especially because our even though our RSI line is pointed up, we're below the moving average. We could see that roll over, right? And that moving average roll over and force us back down as selling pressure started to incur. So also something we could be watching for on the Qs. But right now, above the 20 period, bullish. Let's remove the drawings on SPY. On SPY, we'll take a look at the daily chart as well. Similar look. You know, above the 20 period, right? We're kind of within this, you know, tight-ish trading range. We saw that correction. We saw that run on the 50. We saw it pop back up, right? We saw 2 green days. We haven't taken the new high yet here. So we could pop up, you know, have that 20 period act as support, drive us higher. Same look as QQQ. If we were to break down, we're breaking down below the 20 and closing below the 20, right? Could run a test on the ascending 50, right? Break below that. Looking to run a test on the 100 period, which would, you know, be all the way down to 508, maybe 510, if we were to get a significant drop. Right now, RSI below the moving average, could see that pop back up. Again, didn't see a overbought reading entirely, not to the top. So we could see that blow off a little bit, take that liquidity, and then either continue to rally or dump back down after stealing the liquidity in the old high. Last thing we're going to look at is Nvidia. Let's jump back to the black chart. And we want to pull up Nvidia. A lot of people are really interested in Nvidia since that earnings rally. And we saw that push, which we, you know, anticipated and called out in the trading Discord as we were in long positions for that. Definitely based on gamma levels, it looked like Nvidia was gonna push up to 1,000. You can see here we're at, you know, 1,164.37 on the official close, but also again above the 20 period, above the 50, above the 100, well above the 200. Right, our most recent order block on the daily chart is way back down here at 880. And we're pushing up to highs, right? So, you know, there's no reason to think this is bearish, even though we are starting to see some divergence setting up here. If you look at the RSI on the daily, we got some divergence, but that doesn't mean it's going to play out, right? Could push a little bit higher, could push over it. I would not be shorting Nvidia right now. It's just too bullish, right? It has too much momentum, too much strength. It's an AI play, you know, it's a chip play, it's all of those things, right? And so it's strong. Like unless you identify on a short time frame a, you know, smart money concepts entry or a specific thing that you're just going to ride a very short move down, then I wouldn't be shorting this. You know, if anything, I'd be looking at long positions. Right, a month out, 2 months out, you know, maybe out of the money. Let's take a look at what the gamma says specifically on Nvidia. Let me go ahead and pull that up for us. Gonna jump over here. Okay, we got our gamma. This is Tesla. Let's check out Nvidia. Here's your gamma levels on Nvidia. Okay, we got a 1200 gamma level coming in, hottest of all. Okay, so that'd be what I'd be looking at if you were going to be looking to trade Nvidia right now. I'd be looking at, you know, anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks out, taking that 1200 position. You want to go further out than that, I'd be looking at this 1250 position, right? You see the gamma building here. You see we're all positive gamma. No reason to be taking shorts here, right? Look at the negative gamma. Negative gamma is how market makers are hedged when there's puts in the market. Okay, there's no puts in the market. Nobody's trading this short, right? It's too bullish. If we look at where our potential floor could be, below us, 1150. Look at the positive gamma reading on that. Okay, it's not super high. If you look at Tesla's gamma, we're in the hundreds of thousands. This is 18,000. We got 20,000, nearly 22,000 at the 1200 level. You can see not a lot. But it's still our floor. Okay, 1150 is likely going to hold its support unless we start to see negative gamma creeping in, or this 1150 gamma positive gamma level decreasing. And this is going to be our potential resistance, or our target is our 1200 gamma level. Now, what I notice on Nvidia is sometimes it doesn't hit within that week, and you see the same positive gamma level the next week. So I wouldn't necessarily be taking weeklies, especially because we're heading into Wednesday. But 1200 would be our target, our first target. Next target above that, next highest gamma level, 1250. Okay, you can also see open interest. We got a lot of open interest here on the 1150, 1130, and 1140, right? So kind of all within these higher gamma level readings. The 1150 having the highest open interest as well. So, you know, market makers are hedged along in this as they have high gamma levels up above and down below, you know, so as long as those positions are open, market makers continue to be hedged long as well, which helps drive the price even higher. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully that's been helpful. Drop a comment if you like checking out some of the black box stock information on the videos. Something new I did today. I know I post a lot on Tesla, and I know I post a lot of the black box stuff in my Discord and on Twitter, but we haven't really, you know, covered the illustrations and like the visual part of it ever on the video. So if that's something that you guys like, drop a comment, let me know you like it. If you don't like it, let me know that as well. All right, if there's anything you'd like to see in the videos, I know I covered some extra tickers today just because Tesla is kind of, you know, in this consolidation phase, so there's not a lot of new things compared to the previous day. But if adding some tickers is something you like, drop a comment, let me know. Don't forget to smash a like, subscribe, share with all your friends, help us get the word out. Rawstocks continues to grow, and I appreciate you guys all being part of the community and continuing to watch our videos. Take care and good luck on the next trading session.